I got
We like background.
we all leveled out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
We not the backup dancers. We all here.
Y'all straight. We got y'all decent. Well, let's go, man. Kick us off.
Let's kick us off, man.
All right, welcome back to 6-7 Social Podcast.
Absolutely.
We have real conversations
Absolutely.
with amazing people making real progress.
Chicago style.
Chicago style.
Yeah.
Today we got Stephanie Hart, the owner of Brown Sugar Bakery.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
We're excited to have you. Thanks for being here.
Excited to be here. Yay.
Real excited.
Yes. All right, Stephanie. So we're going to kick this off. For those that don't know you, tell us a little bit about who you are.
I am Stephanie Hart, the founder of Brown Sugar Bakery and Life is Sweet Chocolates. I am a serial entrepreneur. This is about my third incarnation as a business person, and this incarnation is about to be 25 years old.
Wow.
So I'm excited to be turning 25. I'm also currently the only Black female manufacturer of chocolate candy at scale in America. And I am working on being the first Black woman to establish fair trade cocoa between Ghana and America.
Say that.
Nice.
Yay.
How they do it? How they do
Good
it? They go
deal.
like this.
See?
It's one of the fingers.
Clickety-clack.
As long as
How
these
it go?
touch.
I don't know. I ain't never did it. That was T though. That was T.
And we were talking about that. I don't know too many African American bakers.
There are a ton of African American bakers, and the culture of baking is deeply steeped in our history. I do my best to represent African American bakers. That's what I do. I should have clarified that. I'm not just any baker. I replicate what was presented to me as a child. So they're the cakes of the South. That's what I bake. I'm not a French pastry chef. I'm not an Italian baker. I bake the stuff that my grandmother, my aunties, and every block always had a cake lady.
Yes.
I am
The
the
cake
new
lady.
Jack Aunt
Okay.
Jemima. So
That's
I
up.
I got a question. Where Brown Sugar Bakery come from? Do you only use brown sugar or something like that?
Nah, honestly, I grew up in Downers Grove, Illinois. That's where I went to high
Okay.
school. And when the Rolling Stones, I was out there in the 70s. So not like Downers Grove of today. I was in high school in 77, and the Rolling Stones released Brown Sugar. And it was actually a defense mechanism for me when, white people were giving me enough to want to say something to them, but not bust them in their face. I would tell them, you love me. No, we don't love you. Yes, you do. You sing songs about me.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so Brown Sugar, how come you taste so good?
Whoa.
Oh, nice.
Wait a
that.
minute.
Say that. That's another one. I'm gonna have to. I gotta learn. I gotta get my T down.
Just a little speed on it.
Okay.
Just a little speed on
look.
it, and it
Okay.
and it
I
makes
gotta remember that.
Yeah.
Okay. Brown sugar.
Okay. So, what was life like before Brown Sugar? Take us on your journey before you got here.
And where we starting?
Where you started. Like, right before Brown Sugar, what were you?
Right before Brown Sugar, I was in winding down an IT company with my ex-husband. And I was at a point where, I started that company in 1984, and it was a boon for consultants and creatives. And then it's very similar to right now, so I hope we get to talk about that.
Yeah.
And then the internet rise happened, and there was just this wild, wild west and all kind of ways for entrepreneurs to make money with the onset of the internet. And then in the late 90s, early 2000s, huge companies came into play. Oracle, Syscom, these mega companies. And it really stressed us. And I just really didn't, I had like a few really large clients. And it felt like I was working for somebody, and it was really, really, really hard to get business. And literally, I wanted to do something where I couldn't be questioned. who bakes better than us? I mean,
Right.
you can't question
Facts.
this, and I don't have to sell you on it. You can sell yourself.
Yeah.
You know,
go.
you taste this and you sell yourself. So I wanted it to change, and I thought, and I made a whole bunch of mistakes in my thinking. I didn't think it all the way through. I wanted a one-to-many opportunity instead of a one-to-a-few opportunity. So, you know, when a AT&T owed me $80,000 and I had to get on a plane and go to New Jersey and be like, I want my money, and everybody's not going to do that. And I didn't like being held captive that way.
Right.
So this way, I have, if one person don't like me, the next person, I just have way more customer opportunities.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it. I love
Nice.
it. I know your husband is like the one you.
Yeah, well, you know, I just heard something that is honestly true. You always gonna miss a Leo woman.
Oh,
Always
There
gonna
we
miss
go.
There we go.
Oh, we opened
I
up.
tried to save it for the end.
But she opened up Pandora's
I am
box.
astrology queen over here.
Yeah, you
Okay.
always gonna miss a Leo woman.
Explain, elaborate real quick.
I mean,
please.
one, we're fiercely loyal. Two, I am the queen of the jungle, and I'm the hunter. I'm the gatherer. All you
Okay.
really got to do is hold down the perimeter. So, I mean, in and of itself, I'm a getter.
Absolutely.
All you got to do is hold off the predators and let me
Absolutely.
hunt.
Woo,
Yes.
that's what lions do.
And if you a guy, you know, it's so funny because all you need to do is be a soldier. That's it. Go
That's
do your
it.
job.
There you go.
Because I got the rest.
Right.
And that's not easily replicable.
Absolutely.
While we're on the topic,
Okay.
who's your ideal match?
What we talking about?
Who's your ideal match in Zodiac for you? What's
Oh,
your
well, I mean,
favorite
okay,
sign?
idea or who am I attracted to?
Yes, attraction.
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. Now that says a lot about. That says a lot.
Sagittarius.
I mean, it's just the truth. It's
So
horrible.
you like. You need the adventure.
It's
you
the
like
fire
adventure.
for me.
Yeah.
It's the
Fire.
Okay. You need the fun, that spark to help because you naturally you're a leader and you just
I like
described
a
yourself.
challenge.
And they are a challenge.
They are definitely a challenge. Yeah, and they're fun.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, Sagittarius. I've been married to a Capricorn. I've been married to a Libra. I was married to a Capricorn for 20 years and to a Libra for 2.
Are Libras naturally stubborn?
I will
That's what I
not
heard.
put this on Libra. My relationship, I won't put that on Libras.
Okay.
I won't do
Okay.
it.
Because we got a book in the back. It's a playbook.
I mean, he
Yeah.
was definitely charismatic, perfect like match for. I mean, he became Mr. Brown Sugar instantly. Right?
Wow.
You know, was a role.
Played
that
his
was-
role,
He
yeah.
played his role, but then he got jealous because that Leo light.
yeah.
You know,
Why
damn.
is it that men
Leo
can't
love
handle
the
powerful
spotlight.
women? Let me ask you something, just in your infinite wisdom, look like you have it, just in your. Sometimes I can look at people and you can see their intelligence, you can see how smart they are. What do you think about marriage?
I think marriage has its place in time, right?
Yeah.
So, like, if you are trying to build a family or something, then marriage is important, right?
Okay.
Other than that, not so much.
Solid
I
gold.
I think differently about that than a lot of people. I'm probably
sure.
more open-minded
There you go.
about relationships and what needs to happen. I am very much a person that is wanting to progress, right? So I don't let the little stuff sweat me, right? Right? And if you think about the lion and how the pride lives with one lion.
The male line, yeah.
Well, Stephanie, I'm just throwing this out there. I'm an author, and I wrote a book about relationships and love by Zodiac. So you're
That's
welcome
awesome.
to check.
I will
yeah,
definitely check your book out.
for sure.
It is
It's-
definitely an interesting read.
Tony, I'm so sorry. I will call you back.
Tony, we got business to handle over here, Tony. Stay out of our business, Tony.
I didn't know that this watch, I need to turn this watch off. My phone is on vibrate. I don't know how to do that on this.
I thought it
synced with the phone.
It typically
That's
does.
all I knew.
It typically does. You know, these things got minds of their own now.
The smile.
Yeah, the smile. Yeah. Now, I want to go back to that comment about the lion and the surround. So, a pride, right? So, let me ask, for clarity purposes, I wanted to just be clear on what you were saying or communicating. Were you saying that you feel like it should be a male with a harem of females?
I don't like the word harem because it's misleading.
Okay, you're right.
I wish that African American men could handle the responsibility of African American women.
Ooh, break that down, please.
So
I'm finna take out my notebook.
It's just a fact that there are so many powerful women, and the society has put us in a situation where we are held back by doing things, trying to do things the way they tell us they should be done. They've separated us from our men and convinced black men that there's anybody better than a black woman. And that's insane.
Oh, wow.
And it's sad. It's so sad, right? It's so sad. And if you are with someone else, I'm not saying anything against mixed relationships, but you still need to recognize that without us, it's nothing possible.
Say that.
That's a
Say
clock
that.
T moment.
Man.
I think again.
A little small. I mean, is it good enough? We gonna get us a 6-7.
You got it.
I gotta get my teeth thing down.
You got it,
She
Mike.
dropping jewels up in here. So I'm gonna be doing this the whole interview probably.
Okay, so how did this come about? How did your dream come about? Like, did you know you wanted to go into the bakery business?
No, I'm a businesswoman.
Okay.
And if I was selling wrenches, I'd be sitting right here.
Okay.
Say that.
I am a salesperson. I've always wanted to do business. I never wanted to have a job. I didn't complete high school. I didn't go to college. I wanted to work. Instead of going to college, I got my license in real estate, learned that there's a lot. I became a salesperson. I learned how to sell. I was a director in Mary Kay before I was 18 years old. That taught me a lot.
That's
Mary
not
Kay
easy.
at 16 exposed me to the book Think and Grow Rich, which
Napoleon Hill. Right?
Napoleon Hill, yeah. And so that book made me think differently and made me really believe that. And one of my favorite stories in that book is about a little girl who is a daughter of a sharecropper. And literally, it's written in the 1920s or 30s or something. So the little girl is in vernacular talk. You know, my mama says, send me 50 cents. And this big old white man keeps telling her to get out of here. But because her mother said it, she stands and asks him over and over and over and over. And listen to him getting big with her until he gave her the money. And that changed my life.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Persistence.
So you can get big with me, but I'm still getting in your
I'm
pocket.
standing right
10
here.
toes
10
down.
toes down.
That was dope. I like that.
Wow.
So how's it like having a baking company in Chicago? Like, how's the competition?
I
How
don't
do you-
deal in competition because I'm always doing stuff that's so different. I'm trying to make my own way. I am the pathfinder. I don't even think about what other people are doing. I really don't do that because by the time I just don't. Who's doing what I'm doing?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm in my
nobody
own
is-
lane.
Yeah, I don't really worry about that. I don't. I think that you choose your path and then you work on you, right?
Absolutely.
You keep making yourself better.
Absolutely.
You keep getting better, then the opportunities come to you. I believe
Right.
in the law of attraction.
Yeah.
I believe that I put out my own plans and then they come to me.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you keep your customers loyal? Why do you think your customers choose
Because
you?
I make a damn good cake.
Right.
Yeah, you make a damn good cake.
Yeah, and that's how I keep my customers loyal. I've stood the test of time, right? Initially, I'm a black business in a black neighborhood, and it was not easy.
And we love
Customers,
sweets.
you love
We gonna
sweets,
eat
but black
sweets.
customers are the hardest to deal with.
Yes.
Yes.
You know,
Woo.
they are the hardest to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
I think that things started changing for me when cameras like me, television likes me, and when I started getting publicity and people could see, and then I exported out of my neighborhood to Navy Pier.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
When I exported out to Navy Pier, it gave me credibility. It's like you got to leave home to be credible, right?
That's what somebody just told me.
we
That's
were
in the
just
Bible.
talking
Something about
about
that's
that.
biblically. Like a prophet don't get no love in his own home. But I had a question that before I forget it. $1 million on the table. If you had to make one thing, and that was your bread and butter, what would it be? Like would it be a cake or what would be your specialty? If you only can make one thing, if I offered you $1 million to just make one thing to sell me on, what would it be?
It's no doubt. It's the one thing that I make $1 million on, and that's caramel.
I knew it. You were going to say that.
Now I'm even more excited to try this cupcake.
That should be lovely.
I'm
Yeah,
glad
I mean,
I chose caramel.
I
I
am
have
too.
$1 million mind.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Okay.
you chose the caramel.
There we
I'm
go.
glad you chose the caramel.
There
Because I
you
was
go.
going for the red
Right.
velvet. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll go for
Can't
the
beat caramel cake.
Yeah.
Can't beat caramel cake.
And it's a hard cake to make, so everybody
is.
can't make it. So if you're thinking about competition, nobody makes caramel like me.
Now, I was just going to
Period.
I was going to ask next, is this a family recipe or
No.
you? Because I
No.
know some people make caramel from scratch.
Oh, I make
grew up
my
making it
caramel
from
from scratch.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So do you duplicate yourself? How does that process work with you transferring your ingredients or the way that you? Is it always? Do you think, in your opinion, is it always made in love in the way that you feel like it should be executed? 'Cause I know you can't make all the cakes.
I make none of the cakes and haven't for a long time.
No doubt.
When you a boss, you
You
point.
just,
Right,
you
exactly,
just,
right.
you just slide the recipe and they follow?
I mean, these are formulas, not recipes.
Okay.
Recipes are things that people think they can edit. These are formulas. And if you don't follow the formula, you're going to explode. I mean, I
Okay.
train extremely specific. Baking is science, cooking is art.
Yeah.
Baking, you cannot make, you have to be way stricter with baking.
That's
Then
true.
you have to be
Right.
with cooking. So people aren't all over the place. And I am the leader of my ship. You're not going to get paid if you don't do it my way. You can go someplace else. I mean,
Period.
I'm running a real business. So
Period.
you have to do it the way I tell you to do it. There's
Period.
no choice.
I
like
think this
that.
clock T emoji was
Boss
created
lady.
for you.
Man, this is
Boss lady.
This has to be
I got
real.
I got another question for you, Stephanie.
Okay.
And like thinking about in succession, do you have someone in succession of you with the same mindset that you have?
So that is where I'm at now. This is the stage that I'm bartering with now.
Yeah.
And I am trying to put the pedals together that I can get some venture capital to do really what my company can do. I have almost gone as far as I can go. Without a next level. So a lot of times people say, oh, you sold your business. But I sold my business so that it could go on.
Absolutely,
Right?
right.
And so I do have some people on my team that I've developed. My manager, she has been with me since she was 17. She's 30.
Wow.
I've spun off other entrepreneurs. But no, I have no what people say. Well, what about your daughter? My daughter is a professional opera singer, and she is not baking cakes.
Right.
And not that baking cakes is a
Crazy.
bad thing, because
Right.
it's not. But that's not
Her
her
lane.
thing.
That's
It's
her
not
lane.
her
Yeah,
lane.
that's not her lane. Right.
And when I ask her business stuff, she goes, "Mommy, I sing songs."
Nice. That's
She an
not
instrument.
easy-
Right.
She is an instrument.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Wow. I got this. This is gonna be a crazy question, but you know how you got little Debbie's and all these little snacks and hostess
Yeah.
and all of that.
Absolutely.
What do you think about that? Do you think that you will probably lose that hand to hand, that touch to it, since it's being massively produced like that? How would you be able to pull off something like that where everybody can kind of just walk in the store and get them a little?
That's
a little
not
brown
my
sugar
market.
snack? You don't want to do that?
No, I don't. I'm not Walmart. I'm Bloomingdale's.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that.
I'm not.
Look, she
Nah, you got to choose your lane.
Yeah.
I don't want. I mean, when I first started out and I was struggling, I was at 720 East 75th Street, not the store I'm in now. I started up close to Cottage Grove.
Okay.
And this man came in. He represented a large Arab fish place, and he wanted me to make 19,000 pieces of cake for him a month.
Wow.
And I'm just a person who I'm really good with numbers, and people get fooled by big. So, I would rather make one thing and charge $100 than 100 things and charge $1.
Oof.
It's quality over quantity.
Yeah.
We was just
All
talking
the
about that
time.
too.
And profit is not
Way
in
larger.
necessarily numbers. And as a small business, I completely have had people come in. There's a woman that was representing a large grocery store chain that wanted me. And she literally came because I didn't come to the meeting because I didn't want to be in it.
Yeah.
And she came to the bakery and she said, "Do you know what you're turning down?" I said, "I absolutely do. I absolutely get it."
Right.
But
Yes.
I chose to not go into grocery stores and go to Navy Pier.
Right. there
And you
go.
can't be James Beard nominated and at Walmart.
There
They
you
don't
go.
go
Wow,
together.
that is right. You
That's
are.
true. That's true.
That is.
Yeah.
No, that's some real that
Right.
James Beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
ma'am.
have cakes at Navy Pier.
No, I closed my Navy Pier store in 23.
Okay.
I was there for 7 years, and I got what I needed from Navy Pier, and that's an opportunity for somebody else now.
Nice.
Wow.
I love the
That's-
train of thought. It's
Absolutely.
just flowing.
Hit it
Yay.
and quit it.
Yeah.
That's like culinary. That's like the ultimate culinary stripe to have one of those James Beard awards.
Culinary strike.
Yeah.
It is. It's a big deal.
It's like a
It is a
Grammy-
big
it's
deal.
like a
And for
Grammys
me,
for
it's a
food.
big deal
It's-
because previous to my nomination, they were doing bakers of a different kind. So this represented a stripe for black women
Yeah.
and black families because we weren't on that. They were French pastry chefs and,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
This was for caramel cake, okay? Not caramel. CARMEL.
Right.
So you have one store, or
I have one store on the south side of Chicago. I opened a store last year at O'Hare Airport Terminal 3.
nice.
And I have a manufacturing facility on 76th and Western where I manufacture candy and cakes.
That's yours.
Wow.
Yeah.
76.
Really?
I pass
Yeah.
that all
That's
the
been
time.
right across the street from St. Rita over there.
Yep, I'm right near St. Rita. Yep.
That candy plate that's been stamped there all that time. That's
And I
your
bought
place.
that in
Oh, wow.
2020.
It was already a candy
Wow,
manufacturer.
It was a candy manufacturer, and I bought the building, kept the equipment, and now I make candy.
That's
That's dope.
Wow.
I mean, literally right down the street from
What type
right-
of candy?
right
I make chocolates. I make
there.
chocolate candy that's accessible and really good. Turtles, creams,
turtles.
The
toffee,
real shit. I mean, yeah.
chocolate bars. We do pretzels. I have my candy is sold at Macy's, Nordstrom's,
Oh, yeah.
and the airports. I just picked up JFK, Boston, and Las Vegas, so we'll be there. And I'm working.
You're
That's
working.
crazy. You in the airport.
You're
That's
working.
takeoff time.
That's- the airport is major.
Because they rob you
It's
up in the
a-
airport, boy. You get
So
past
is it?
get past that gate, they sticking you up. You like water, bottle water, $10.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
They
Water
got
is
you.
like
They got you where they
chips,
want you.
$6 a bag.
Oh, shit, yeah.
You pass that gate, it's over with.
So will we recognize your logos or anything? Like,
Absolutely.
is it
My branding
the-
is tight. You have to, yeah, you
Okay,
know
so
it.
it's the same, the brown sugar.
My
It's
brown, the same logo is on that box is up at the airport.
everywhere. Okay, is it, okay.
I'm at Terminal 3, gate K15.
Oh, here.
So we have like a location at the airport. And then my candies are Life is Sweet Brown Sugar. They're sold in Hudson stores. They're now changing their name. Stores like Evolve, you'll see at Midway, they call it Evolve. Yeah, so I'm in
Roll.
those kind of places.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Man, that's
So we kind
And one other thing, I'm sorry, we ship nationwide.
right.
So from our factory, we ship cakes to all the contiguous states and Canada.
Wow, Canada too.
So now, where do you find the time to do all of these things? Like, how do you manage your time day to day? What is the week? What does the week look like for you? What's the day in and day out like for you?
I typically wake up at 4.
4 a.m.
Yeah, I typically wake up at 4.
I feel like
I
a
try to
loser.
get my head together.
I feel like a complete loser.
no excuse. Jesus.
This is why, like, y'all, thank you for starting early. See, I don't play at night.
Yeah,
Because I get up
absolutely.
in the morning.
Absolutely. For 4 a.m., what's the bedtime on that? 8 o'clock, 9
No,
o'clock?
not that early. I just need to be, like, completely ready to settle down by 10. Because then I
Okay.
have things like, even the time between when I stopped today and coming here, I did like 2 podcasts. I did some learning. But my typical morning starts at 4, and I do a 20-minute meditation. I read for 20 minutes, and I work out for 20 minutes.
Wow.
And then I start work. I let the world in. My assistant is in the Philippines, so she starts hitting me at like 5:30.
Yeah, she's on a different time for you. So
Is she living in the Philippines?
Yes,
or
she lives there. She's Filipino.
She's Filipino? Oh, okay. And you bought her for dirt cheap, man.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. But here's the thing: what I'm working on is she don't have too much longer.
oh,
What do you mean by that? She don't have to.
I just have been working on a routine that will replace her and be more better for me. Not about the money, more so about what I
Efficiency.
really want.
Okay.
Right.
Efficiency, right.
Yeah.
Damn,
That's dope.
when you get up at 4 in the morning, 10 a.m., that's a stretch. You done
that's
already
6
been
hours.
up, yeah.
My dad said it like I done did most of what most people do in a few hours, and by the time you get up,
And
my day
y'all
over
really,
with.
a lot of people I admire, they start their day at 3. So
Yeah.
Right.
And
I'm
the
an
East Coast
hour
especially,
later.
I think whoever, aren't they ahead of us? Or
yeah, but they still start at 3 in the morning. I used to try to do this 3 a.m. thing with what is his name? I'll
Eric
think of
Thomas?
Eric Thomas, thank you. And I had to get up at 2, so I couldn't do it. Yeah, because
Yeah, he a
they're an
beast.
hour ahead of us.
yeah, okay, I see what
Eric
you're saying.
Thomas
Yeah.
a beast.
I
love
like him.
Yeah, I love him. Eric Thomas a beast. I get a lot of motivation from him. A lot of
Yeah,
motivation.
I
His
like
story
him.
is powerful too.
I like hearing his. I do stuff like that. I listen to stuff like that in the morning, like, Eric Thomas. A lot of different people.
Yeah, Eric Thomas.
When you were a little girl, who were the
Inspiration?
that you looked up to?
My family members, my grandfather, my grandmother, my neighbors, my Aunt Mary. I'm writing a book right now, and somebody was reading a chapter about my Aunt Mary and realized when I was talking about her and the story that I wrote about her in particular, how she motivated me, she said, oh, she was running an Airbnb. And I'm like, dang, you right. In our community, and I'm from Detroit, so this is early Detroit.
D-Town? Okay.
Yeah. Everybody had a thing, right? Everyone had a thing. My grandmother was a domestic, but what she did differently is she took from them and brought it to us. So all the magazines, that they got. My grandmother would lay out, and we would look at the world and travel. And, my grandfather worked 2 jobs. He worked at Fisher Body and at General Motors. Then he built fences on the weekend. So he was always, and when I was younger, I wanted to take over his fencing business, but he was like, you a girl.
He was raised by wolves.
Back then, yeah.
But that's all right. I still got my entrepreneurial spirit from my family. My mom and my dad, I watched. My mom had me when she was 15. My mom and dad made it. My mom worked at Motown. My dad was in college. They both ended up later getting degrees in computer science and worked for me in my tech company.
Oh, wow. Employed your parents.
Yes, I did.
That's nice.
Legendary.
That's dope. That's over dope.
How much of the tech experiences help you in your journey with the baking and everything, like with your
question.
day in and day out decisions?
Everything.
That background.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Totally, because business is pretty the same, right? And so I approach it like business. Like, I'll be honest and tell you, all this stuff about passion and stuff, that's just,
BS.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of soft. And passion doesn't last when you are up against, like I tell people, you got to be willing to really go deep. And passion, I don't know, like, can you miss your nail appointment? Like, I mean, like, what do you, I just, I don't know about that passion stuff. But technology was hard. I had to study. It was a limited field. People didn't want me in it. I had my first office at 18 South Michigan when I was 22 years old. I hustled in that building. I had a 1-room office, and even though I wasn't getting technical business yet, I invested in the first fax machines that came out. There were lawyers in that building, and I was faxing for them all day long, and they had to pay me in cash.
Smart.
Spirit.
That's like the
Yeah,
Chinese.
so you do what you have to do.
The
Yes.
hustle.
That's what it is.
Hustle.
The hustle is what you got to study.
I
sure.
said
You
that.
got to study the hustle if you're going to be in any business. I don't care what you're going to do. There's going to come a time where you're going to have the up, over and through and under attitude. And it may not look like what you want it to look like. You got to pivot. You
Absolutely.
do. And you have to work hard. Like what I'm doing now at Brown Sugar, I have worked for it. Like, I really, really have. And so that's another reason I don't really worry about competition, because I know what I do. And most
I
people
work.
That's what I'm
sleep when I'm
saying.
up.
I get up at 3 a.m.
Yeah, they sleep when I'm up. And that's really why I
Absolutely.
don't worry about it, because I do what I'm supposed to do, right?
right.
Yeah.
And I've paid my dues. I used to be open this is pre-pandemic, my hours at the bakery were 10 to 8. I would close my bakery and go work at the liquor store on my block and close for him. And start
Savage.
the next day.
Savage.
Wow.
And why did I work for him? Because then I didn't have to pay rent.
Savage.
That's
Okay.
what's up.
Yeah.
Right? And then in 21, I bought that building from him.
You
Savage.
are so strategic.
I mean, you have to be. Like, you
I
have to.
got a question that surrounded. What is your why? Like, why?
Why
I was
not?
watching it.
Why not?
Why not? T.
5 o'clock was
Why
like,
not?
That's crazy.
I was just watching this Jim Rome. I don't know if you.
I love Jim
I
Rome.
love Jim Rome. Yeah. So he had said He was basically saying you have to have a why. What's your reason for doing it? Like, what's your purpose? Like, if you don't have a reason, a lot of time it's not gonna get you up.
I like to win. I mean,
You're a
maybe
winner.
that's it. I don't know. I anything I do, I'm over. Like, if my daughter were to say to me, "Mommy, I need a dress. I don't want to wear what I was wearing in the opening. I got 2 days and I need to get this, blah, 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 blah." That's an attack, right? We go at it. When she was a kid, she might say, like, I want a Furby. People are like, you can't get a Furby. I can. You know, like, you
Right.
can't get Nintendo. I can.
Right.
Right? Like, we go at it. Like, we don't stop.
Absolutely. Winner. Just a winner mentality. That's the lion in you.
yes.
Yeah.
that line.
Now,
that's in you.
do I have to talk to myself? Absolutely.
Absolutely, right.
Because I got the same mind monkeys as everybody. So when I get up,
Say
I
it
just
again,
mind monkeys. These
Mind
monkeys be
monkeys.
flying from tree to tree.
I ain't letting that go by. Mind monkeys. I ain't heard that one.
To me, as hard as I work and as much stuff as I do, I just recently went to Ghana. And I was there for 3 weeks to establish a relationship. I got to Ghana, and after this wedding that I went for, my mind told me, girl, what you doing over here? You from the south side of Chicago. You can't do that. What makes you think you could do this? Cocoa is a $150 billion a year industry. What you doing? You don't know nothing. You making chocolates on the south side of That's how my mind talked.
Yeah.
But because I put out so much opposite energy, I literally got scared and I was going to come home after 7 days. But I took the bus. The bus that was leaving didn't have my luggage on it, so I had to stay.
Mind monkeys.
Yeah.
Oof, the devil.
So you
Praise
still have to
God.
do that. Like I tell myself, people say, oh, you're so successful. Not every day do I feel like that.
Right.
I don't feel like that because I'm looking at the next thing.
Right, for sure.
You got to teach yourself how to say, okay, this is a milestone. This is good. You've employed people. You have helped, you have to tell yourself that stuff because sometimes all you know is, I want to be at this number and I'm not.
Accomplishment.
And you see everything else you got to do.
Too. It's always, that's me
Absolutely,
too.
yeah.
It's always like, well, you still have to do this. You still need to finish this. But then I didn't stop and say, well, I did do that.
Yeah, they call it.
And it's good, but it's also.
You do have to smell those
you
roses.
do.
Absolutely. They
It's
call it
important.
resting on your laurels, I believe, like that.
Yeah, you
Resting
can't
in
rest on your laurels, but black women don't have laurels. We be just like, I really am just starting to realize the amount of work that I've done and the amount of impact that I've had, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's wow. Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Do you think that the being a being black, being a woman, do you think that that's a harder fight in this industry? The reason why I say that is because at home I've always watched my grandmother cook, my mother cook. I would probably or my dad, but it was always the women in our family cooking. But in the professional world, it's all men. It's what it seems like. It's like
No, it doesn't seem like
more
that.
men
It's
chefs.
like that.
Yeah,
It's like that. And there's
So-
a reason for it. I mean,
Okay.
I'll be honest and tell you, like, baking in the kitchen is mostly men. Like, most women,
Wow.
it's hard baking. Baking is hard. And the work that I've done, that's another reason I don't worry about no competition. Because I can pound a number 10 can. I can hold a 40-pound box of sweet potatoes. I can load a truck with 55 cases or something. I can't do it now, but that's how I worked in order to get to where I am, right? And so I missed every party. I missed a lot of stuff
Yeah.
because,
Yep,
you
have
didn't
to.
see me. And if you did, I was passing out cupcakes and trying to get business. And,
Right.
and then I was going home because I had something else to do. I think that when you say it's hard, I would not rather be in any other skin than a black woman. That being said, absolutely it's hard. That's what makes us the most resilient, the most brilliant. We're the creators of it. So all of these people are always trying to hold us down. Men, definitely. My one encounter with Anthony Bourdain was at Lupe Fiasco's mom's house. They did a Southern dinner. He came, and they wanted my cake there.
Yeah.
And when I walked in with this cake, now I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna meet Anthony Bourdain. First thing he said to me is, pastry chefs are sissy. I pushed
Whoa.
the cake in his hand and said, but I'm a fucking baker. I'm not a pastry chef.
Wow.
And he went like this. I said, see, because the cake was so heavy, he gave way. He had to, and I said, see.
Right.
It's just like, and that was some old man woman stuff,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
But isn't that crazy though? It's like, why is the industry dominated by men like that? Like it just really seems. I see a lot.
Back-breaking work. Back-breaking work.
Okay.
Back-breaking work. Like back-breaking work.
Wow.
A 40 pound sack of sweet potatoes.
I'm
You
gonna
carry that all day.
ask you a question that my mom used to ask me. This one I used to get in trouble though.
Gosh.
Was it worth it?
Oh yeah, you know it.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Absolutely. And I'm just catching my stride.
Well, this is the third reincarnation, right? The third carnation.
Third one.
Yeah. That's dope.
Yeah, I'm catching my stride. I'm like getting to a space where it's taken me 25 years because I started with nothing, no training, no money. But now I have studied enough, put enough in myself where when I speak, people listen.
There you go.
I've
Earned the
built
right
a
to be heard.
brand and I make an excellent product, but that didn't happen overnight.
Absolutely not, for sure.
That's
If you had to do it all over again, would you do anything differently?
Tons of stuff. Tons of stuff.
Most people say like, man, you know that's what made me the mistakes. You know that's what made me. So
Absolutely not. No, I would do tons of stuff differently. Mostly, I would have more confidence in my instincts.
yeah.
That's what I would do
yes.
different.
Stephanie, do you know that's one of my favorites? I say that to myself and I
Yes.
tell that to people. Don't trust nobody. Trust your instincts because they are God-given. You know,
I agree
I
with
don't
that.
trust no. I don't
Yeah.
care what you saying to me. I don't care how you saying it. I'll listen to people with my instincts instead of necessarily with my ears or with my eyes, because those two can lie to you. People can deceive you with their looks and they can deceive you
They
with their
surely
words.
can.
So, but that instinct, that third eye, you can't beat that, and we don't listen to that sometimes. We let our ears and our eyes talk us out our instincts.
Yep.
And
And
those
that's what
come
I
from
would do
God.
different. I can pick critical moments in time where, and I will call it God, has
Yes,
given me
absolutely. Amen.
a message and a view of something. And because I wanted what I thought was happening, I didn't pay attention.
Absolutely.
And I pay for it. And, you go through it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things when you don't listen to yourself the first time is you got to live with that.
You do.
It's
You
no-
have to live with it, and
Yeah.
you pay for it, and then you be like, okay, and then you got to be careful because it's a muscle. Your instinct is a muscle, and when you don't listen to it, it gets weaker.
Ooh, I like that. I'm taking that. This is master
I've been
class right here.
I'm soaking up
This
all
a
kinds.
master
It's
class
very-
right
Come
here.
on, man.
This is
Informational. How do you protect your formula? Do you ever worry about your staff?
You know,
That's a good one.
it is a good one, right?
Come on.
And so here's the thing. I do believe what's for me is for me.
Absolutely.
My shoes, that's a 12 and a half right down there. You slip this on, you might trip. You probably will.
There you go.
And
Say
so,
that. Solid gold.
I've had my
Solid
stuff stolen. I literally had a complete bakery open up with every recipe I had to the T, given by somebody I loved, went and opened up.
Trying to steal it.
No, they didn't try to steal
They
it.
did steal
They
it.
took
Wow.
it. They took it and they
bogus.
opened up.
That's
With that
bogus.
same formula that you.
He made my caramel. He made her caramel.
How did you?
I
you beat
didn't
her-
do
so you
anything.
beat her out eventually. How did that?
She never won because that's me.
Exactly.
Right.
And she
me
can't
as well.
outwork
couldn't
you.
She couldn't duplicate.
She can
the-
outwork you.
I mean, the caramel looked like my caramel, but now you think it's just that. That's what you think. You can't really, the getting up at 4, the what it takes, people see what you do. And when you make it look easy,
Yes, they think they can
they
replicate
think they
it.
can replicate it.
Yes.
But they don't know that ease is mastery.
Absolutely. And
And so now you
came
tripping all
over
over
time.
yourself.
Yep,
Exactly.
it came
And
over
your
time.
landlord
Wasn't for you.
your landlord wants your money, and it's funny because she was right next to a liquor store, but she didn't go work at that liquor store. So that
Right.
landlord evicted her several months after she started because it's not easy, right? Like are you willing to have your car repossessed? What are you willing to give
Dude,
up?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've done all of that. Cars been repossessed, eating in my other friend's restaurant because I didn't have no money for food, going home, plugging into my family building's electric because my personal electric is off. I mean, like, what are you willing to do? Like, that's why I don't worry about competition.
Yeah.
Right. You ain't gonna outwork me.
Life
You're
is
not
about
going to outwork
sacrifices.
me.
You ain't gonna
You're not
outwork.
going to outwork me. And you know, he who fights and runs away lives to fight another day. So, you know, to actually start something, and I see people doing that. Social media is here, and these businesses be online. You know, literally, this woman was supposed to open a candy shop, and she opened a bakery with all my recipes. And I'm the largest manufacturer of chocolate candy African American woman in America.
Yeah.
That's how you get even.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
You know, it's like when you've been eating like a name brand bag of potato chips. And then it's a cheaper version, but it look exactly the same.
But
then
you can tell immediately.
But you grab it as soon as you eat it and try to be cheap. It's like,
And it's the synergy, it's the
This ain't-
love,
this
it's
ain't
the
it
it's
right
more than just like she said, it's more than just the formula that goes into it.
It is.
It's the instincts. It's the
Because any recipe, there are tons of good caramel recipes.
There are.
Tons. Okay.
right.
There are.
But
So is it
last
is it caramel or
Thanksgiving,
caramel?
I make caramel.
Okay. Is that the Southern slang?
No, I mean, so
I say
technically,
caramel, too.
I'm going to just tell you the truth.
One of them
My
is a city.
recipe has evolved to a point where I'm going to start talking about getting a new category that's called caramel. Because the fat ratio to sugar in my caramel is so different from regular run-of-the-mill caramel recipes that I would consider it different. Like when you see caramel candy, right? You can melt it, but then it gets hard. That never happens to my caramel.
Lord have mercy.
What'd you say?
You know,
Never.
you know,
That's
what,
right.
you know what this remind me of?
Lord have
Breaking
mercy.
Bad.
Oh,
His
okay.
formula
They had a
in
good
Breaking-
they had a good product in Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
All right. Well, I do sell cake.
Sidebar, and I know this probably not. Is there like a specialty healthy version of what you do? Anything you in that lane anywhere?
So I support my friend at B Gab's Comfort on 57th Street, and we are working together to develop some vegan, gluten-free products.
Okay.
But that's a whole nother lane. On my block, if you come into Brown Sugar Bakery and you want something healthy, Soul Vegetarian is a block away, and you should support them.
For sure.
Right?
Absolutely.
Because that's what they do.
Right.
And for
I would
all
do
the
that.
people that want something that's healthy, that's what that is. This premium gas, and it's not
93.
right.
You know what I mean? This
We
93.
just yeah.
If you ain't got the vehicle for it.
Right.
Hey,
And I've been asked that. I had a lady one time, and this is when I knew I was going to be okay. She came to interview me at the store. This was back in the day. And she immediately went, "How do you feel about selling diabetes in your community?"
Oh.
And I said, "I think you need to talk to Tony the Tiger. Because
Yeah.
there is more sugar
Right.
in a bowl of cereal than in a piece of pound cake." And I
Absolutely.
really hate that people vilify our food in our community.
Absolutely.
Because we were healthier when we ate whole foods, when our grandmothers and great grandmothers, now because this is a different grandma going on.
Lord have
Sure
mercy.
is.
You ate beans and rice
Yes.
and
It was
greens
built
and
different.
peas.
They was built different.
And
man.
the food was made from the earth. And, you know,
This ain't even food no more.
yeah, because what they did is they vilified our soul food and gave us chicken nuggets
Right.
Mhm.
I was
with
gonna say,
Yeah.
fat and corn syrup
Absolutely.
and
I
all
just
of
watched
this.
a video on that.
Yeah, all of this stuff. They gave us processed foods
Food,
to
yeah.
replace grandma's food.
Food. Yeah.
And I don't eat
so
that.
true.
I don't eat pork. you don't know what you eat.
Sure
Right,
don't.
absolutely. Nowadays, you sure don't. That's
And
what what's his name? Dick Gregory. That was the video I was watching. He was saying we the only country that allowed he said you got engineered animals on your table.
You do.
Every night, and America is the
facts.
only place that don't have to tell you that those animals are cloned.
And imagine now.
And I would argue that brown sugar bakery would be a much healthier choice than going to the store and just grabbing something off.
You
Absolutely.
name some of them names.
Absolutely.
I didn't
Absolutely.
I didn't want to say no other
No,
name.
you don't have
Our
to name no
names-
But you know what I mean,
I know
though.
what you're
It's
saying.
all
You're
natural
right.
ingredients.
And
Oreos.
it's not meant to last
Nobody
till
told
next
you
year.
that.
Absolutely.
You know why? Another thing, I'm not in no grocery stores. I don't want to make a cake that can last till next year.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
because you
like
got something in
bread
there that's
now.
gonna kill you.
I got a shelf, a cupboard that we keep bread in. One of them fell in the back of the cereal boxes, so it's just been back there. And I just,
Steal bread.
man, bro, it's no mold on it.
Right.
I remember bread used to mold within
Wow.
days back in the
Absolutely.
It
day.
did.
I forgot about that. That's crazy.
Remember your mom used to
Yeah.
say,
About
cut that
6 or
off.
Yo,
7
cut
days.
the-
I ain't
Yeah.
seen a piece of mold on a bread
That's
now.
crazy.
Bread
I
doesn't
remember
mold.
that. That's so funny. I forgot that.
You'll grab it and it'd be dust in the bag. It'd be blue and green in there.
And you gotta throw it away. You like, man, I can't even make a sandwich today. I
Yeah.
gotta go to the store and buy this. Man.
Yeah, bread doesn't mold.
But I would argue that would be a healthier choice, the same as eating anything at home versus going to a fast food
Anything
restaurant.
at home that came in a package and that you had to wash off and cook.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So are you thinking about writing a book about, well, I know you say you're writing a book, but
I'm
about
writing a
your recipe, your formulas, to encouraging other cooks?
No, I have a cookbook coming out. It will be out for my 25th anniversary, so it'll be out
we
June
getting
of
that.
27.
Okay.
And it will, delve a little bit into who I am, my upbringing, and each chapter will describe the woman who motivated me, and there'll be recipes attached to that woman.
Incredible.
So,
Very
yeah,
nice.
I'm excited about it. I just
I'm
met with
excited.
What, you
Just
said it would be
hearing it.
recipes attached to each
Yeah.
woman, meaning that you attribute recipes to them.
to them.
Oh
Yes.
wow, beautiful.
That's-
beautiful.
that's-
I like that.
Yes. We
That's
were talking
beautiful.
about that. I don't know if it was yesterday on the phone. Like, I wonder if she got a cookbook out.
It's
We
coming.
was certain that's what's up.
It's coming along with.
But that's a nice twist on the cookbook, the way, how you doing that.
Along with, as soon as I get that done, then part of that story I just told you, that's coming out too. The story of the other thing and the this and the
A
that. and-
documentary?
no, just navigating 75th Street as a black woman in business for 25
Where do
years.
you plan to talk about it?
This ain't your mama.
That's what I'm saying. I
Ain't
was
your
going
mama
to talk
here,
about
man?
that too, because that's historic.
I mean, it's not only historic, but it's been eventful. I mean, you don't think that I opened up this store and wasn't challenged, right?
Right.
There were dope dealers on my ceiling in my first store that I had to go negotiate. You can't sell here.
Yeah.
You don't think people have come? I've had to make friends, right? And experience another part of life that maybe I wouldn't have got to experience, right?
Right.
So I
You
had
just
to get
said a whole
G'd
lot
up.
when you just said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said that politically correct.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You've been on some social platforms. You want to share those experiences with us?
When you say that, what do you mean?
Like some Steve Harvey show.
Oh yeah, Steve Harvey was
That's my
great
boy. I
for
love
me.
Steve Harvey.
The Steve Harvey effect was just the right size. Oprah put people out of business.
Right.
Steve Harvey, I could stay on that ride, right?
Right.
Yeah, it was awesome. Being on that show was awesome. Made great friends that I still have today. Rest in peace, Justin Todd, who was Steve Harvey's personal chef. And one of the reasons that I found out about the Hoodie Awards, because he, was taking my cake in there, cooking for Steve, and Steve was still eating cake back then. And yeah, so that was a great experience for me. Going on the Food Network, although I lost, which I knew I was going to lose because I'm not really controllable. I didn't think they was going to put me off first because I'm like, okay, I made these butter cookies, and I'll never forget them saying my butter cookies had too much butter in them. I'm like,
What?
and I have never done another show because when I go back, I'll be a judge. You can't. I'm not
Right,
competing.
absolutely.
And I told you that's not my lane anyway.
Absolutely. Is there anybody that you want, like celebrity-wise, to try your cakes that you don't think tried them before that you wanted? Is that like an ideal of yours?
I sent the keys to my bakery to Jeezy. Yeah.
Okay, Jeezy, you hear that, man? Come get
T.I.'s
some.
had my stuff.
Okay, T.I.
Lupe
Okay.
Fiasco loves my
Lupe.
stuff. I'm in a video with the bakeries in a video. This one takes the cake. And I think that
like
was on
that.
his last album. I did a laser pie for him when lasers came out. I've had a lot of celebrities come through my store. Tank, whenever he's in town, they send him lemon cupcakes. Lots of women, all the old school rappers, Shaka, Gladys Knight.
Okay,
Wow.
legendary. Yeah,
And
you
Gladys
ancient
had a
mama.
bakery, so that makes me
Yeah.
feel good.
Yes.
So many I can't remember, but I used to be in that lane looking for that. Right now,
You a legend.
I mean, I don't know that yet. I wouldn't
You a
quite
legend.
say
We stamping
there,
right now. We stamping
you're a
6-7 social.
Yeah,
but I'm trying.
Yeah.
It's the ain't your mama. The next ain't your mama.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. New Jack ain't your mama.
And if your butter cookies ain't got the bag greasy, then them ain't real butter cookies. That's the ones we used to eat.
Yeah, so I love doing stuff. I love doing local Chicago stuff because I love my community and I love repping. Every time I get on TV, I talk about my block. Not just the restaurant businesses, but today Shy was filming on our block, and they were at Eric's tailor shop, and we've got a shoe shine, which is rare, and a shoe repair. We have art and black-owned cleaners, and restaurants, and a business that's been across the street from me. That business has been there 70 years, and I would not be as successful as I am without the anchoring of these
those
other
businesses.
successful
Yeah,
businesses. So
for sure.
I love getting an opportunity to talk about them.
100%. I like that.
Nice.
I like that. Put your people on.
Nice. So how do you plan to give back going forward? Like you've already talked about that a lot, but like how do you plan on uplifting others? So like for those who want to go into bakery, what would you say? What would be your advice to them?
Learn business. Be a business person. If you like making cookies, you might not make a good bakery owner because you're going to have to bake what makes money, and cookies might not make the rent, right? Because how many cookies do you have to make to pay street side rent? So I would definitely say for just the baking, definitely learn business because just being good at making food, there are a lot of good, doesn't make you financially successful.
That's good too.
Like
Okay.
that.
So this will be probably for me. This is a zodiac question.
Okay, I love that.
Okay. What's your favorite on your menu first?
For me,
favorite
my
dessert?
favorite cake is pineapple coconut.
Pineapple coconut. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
it is.
I'm gonna have to try that out.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Okay. So, of the 12 zodiacs, what would you describe that flavor?
Pineapple coconut?
Yeah,
The
what's-
sun.
No, wait, the sun.
The sun.
But which zodiac would you say?
Who is the sun? Leo.
Oh my! I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, that's
You just
my
taught me
ruler.
something.
Yeah.
I was gonna guess.
I am the light. Yeah,
Okay.
no, the sun is me. Leo.
All right.
All
That's
encompassing.
fair.
Yeah.
That is.
I'm a Virgo.
I love a Virgo. Virgos pay attention to detail and
Very thorough.
yeah, I love a thorough Virgo. Yeah.
Do cancers make good cooks?
Cancers make the best friends. Cancers make the best friend. My best friend, Frank Redmond, one of the smartest man on the planet that I've ever met, from the south side of Chicago, 9 patents later, who's taught me a lot. Y'all not easy, but you thorough. And he's my best friend. Best friend, Cancer.
That's what's up.
Absolutely, that's what's up.
All right, Mike, ease in there.
Huh?
Ease in there. Pisces.
You know, what you think
Pisces
about?
over there.
I don't have no Pisces experience.
What?
None. No Pisces
You
experience.
just had one today.
Okay, and it's so far so good.
That's
No
fair.
You
Pisces
just had one
experience.
today.
Aquarius is before you, and they're the exact opposite of me. I have interesting times with Aquarius people that work with me, and Aries is right after me. I love a Aries.
Sure.
Aries love.
My daughter's an Aries.
My wife an Aries.
Love a
Oh,
Aries.
my goodness.
They strong-minded.
Aquarius.
They right
Fire
here with
again.
theirs.
Aquarius in here.
They
Yeah,
right here
fire
with theirs.
again.
My granny was
And I'm
an
the
Aries,
mother
too.
of a Libra, so.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
What about your dad?
My dad is a Capricorn.
Capricorn
And my
and a
mother
Libra.
was a Leo. My grandmother was a
Leo.
Capricorn. My grandfather was a Leo. And my first marriage, I'm a Leo, and I married a Capricorn.
Okay.
So that was 3 generations of Capricorn Leo marriages.
Man, listen. I need the playbook because I don't know nothing about signs.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we
I wanted to just incorporate this. It's kind of off topic, but
Go ahead.
does anyone out in the audience have a question for Stephanie?
Do you need any employees in your?
I like him. I like him.
I'm
man.
always hiring. I'm
like him,
always
man.
hiring. There's always
gonna be
rotation
successful,
in any restaurant industry. I will tell you that Brown Sugar is a great place to work, but we do not play.
Yeah. Most people that's successful, they ain't gonna play with you. Man.
That's why they successful.
Yeah, that's why they exactly.
Where can everyone find you? Instagram,
Oh
Facebook,
yeah, IG
website.
is Brown Sugar Bakeries, IES on the end. Instagram, Instagram is Brown Sugar Bakeries. Facebook is Brown Sugar Bakery Chicago, and our website is brownsugarbakerychicago.com.
Yes.
That's what's
And
up.
don't forget, you can just come over to 328 East 75th Street.
Do that.
28.
Do that.
Fifth sheet.
What would be, and I know, some people don't take advice that they don't ask for, right? But what would be some advice you can just give everyone right now who's really trying to be an entrepreneur?
I just took some.
You know,
I took a lot here.
yeah.
Feed your head every day. First. Meditate, learn something, get in touch with yourself. You have to put on your armor
Absolutely. Whole armor
because
of God.
it's not easy out here. It's just not. And the days you don't do it, you'll see that something gets in. And, you know,
When the monkeys, when the mind,
one of the mind
monkeys.
yeah, they swing. They are constantly present.
This has been a blessing.
This was.
Yay,
I've been
I'm so
soaking.
glad.
It's like I've been
I want
a
to thank
straight
you
sponge.
Yay.
for the
Personally,
interview. I promise
Thank
you, this is my
so
favorite
much for
interview.
making time
this is,
for
Oh,
us.
not a problem. Thank you for
Such a
doing it
busy
early
schedule.
for the mature set.
no, it's all good. We had to make room for leisure. You know?
Yes, thank you. You
This
guys,
was a great interview. Great
Stephanie
interview.
Hart at Brown Sugar.
Stephanie, your name means crown, right? Or
My name is Crown.
Yeah, it means
Yeah.
crown. Yeah, you really, you royalty for real.
Royalty.
Well,
we-
thank y'all. I'm gonna take that today. I'm
You know
gonna
what
take
I'm
all
saying?
my roses.
There you go.
Yay.
The
Yes.
flowers.
Take these
absolutely.
flowers.
Them.
Absolutely. But this was an incredible interview.
Yeah.
I learned
Yeah.
a lot.
Enjoyed you.
It was actually
I'm
a
glad.
master class. You gave that's a $2,500 session you just gave
Yes.
us.
There you go. There you go.
You gave us a.
There you
I
go.
believe in that. Like your experience, the things, your knowledge, the lived experience. that stuff
And what I've
costs.
learned from other people, like
absolutely,
I study. You
absolutely.
were going to ask me a question, and I looked. So you remember that question?
Yeah, we got into it in the beginning. I was going to ask you your zodiac, but you.
The 5 podcasts I listened to.
Oh yes, your top 5 podcasts, and we agreed that you would add 6, 7 social in there somewhere.
Oh, I'm going to watch you. I am. I'm going to watch you. Number 1, Stephen Bartlett.
Okay, I started following him.
Somewhere around number 2 is Mel Robbins. I like Chris Robinson. I like Jay Shetty and Tom Bellew. Now, I'm going to just say, go back on Tom Bellew. Tom Bellew is a business podcaster that's kind of lost his way. A lot of podcasters lost their way with the Trump administration. You know, and I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat, but keep that to yourself and stay on the money.
Yes.
And he got lost. His podcast got lost. But if you really want to know about business, go back to Impact Theory, the years 2020, characteristics of a CEO, and the top 20 books to read. And read all those books.
Powerful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Powerful.
I have one more question, guys.
Okay.
Sorry, one more.
You good?
Since you spent this moment with us on the podcast, what advice can you give us to get up there on the platform? How can we grow?
Okay, that's a very good question. All right. I think that the hard thing about doing a podcast, especially because you guys have potential, you just gotta, whatever you're doing right now, 10 times it.
Okay.
And I do mean 10 times it. You're not promoting it enough. You're not telling enough people. And then when you think you are, tell 10 more.
Okay.
That's how you do it. I watched that. How many people you say he got now? 4.9 million?
4.9 million.
I started following him at 100,000.
Wow.
Damn.
And watch podcasts. Incorporate. If I was doing a podcast, this is what I would say. You ready?
Yes.
You know, it's a lot of you out there that follow me, but you haven't subscribed. It's really free. Could you just do that thing and hit that subscribe button? Thank you.
Right. 67. Follow
You just
67
did it.
social. 67 social. Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Thank you for that. That was.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
This was a $100,000 consultation.
Yes.
It was, man.
You know, when we
It
get
is.
the check, we got you.
I'm at 88,000 on Facebook.
Wow.
I will be at 100 by June, and I want to be at 200 next year, and then I'll be okay. Because we all got to build our personal brands and our infrastructures,
Okay.
right? And it's important.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Stephanie.
All right, 67
Y'all for the pod.
Miss Stephanie Hart, thanks for coming out. We really appreciate it. It's been a blessing. We out of here.